This is a technology, it's a computing language, and I can build an app on it.
Is Bitcoin the currency of the future?
Crypto gang, it's the game, big gang, alt gang, light gang, cash game, blockchain. Whoa, I don't really ever buy stocks, man. No. Haters wanna say I'm in a bubble, man. No. Chew them up like bubble gum. No. Just made a meal with my pocket change. No. Wreck about to go and join the hodl gang. Hodl gang, hodl gang, hodl gang. Crypto gang, it's the game, big gang, alt gang, light gang, cash game, blockchain. Whoa, I don't really ever buy stocks, man. No. Haters wanna say I'm in a bubble, man. No. Chew them up like bubble gum. No. Just made a meal with my pocket change. No. Wreck about to go and join the hodl gang. Hodl gang, hodl gang, hodl gang. Ethereum pays for my rent. Bitcoin pays for the vent. Litecoin pays for the jet. Bitcoin cash for the rest. Spent 30 racks on an ICO. What coin did you buy? I forgot, yo. Just got started last night, bro. And I'm already hooked like a pipe stove. Flipping a coin, making it grow, taking it slow, letting it go. Cash flow's growing, it's incredible to watch it flow. Stacking the cash, taking it home, making it fast. I'm on a roll. Little bit mo's all I ask for the bubble though. Currently learning about a new type of currency. Burning the dollar down like an emergency. Urgently, listen, my friends have been urging me. Coins have been surging, we're earning like urgency. We on a mission, man. Crypto maniac. Act like you don't really know about it. Stop that. Bitcoin blowing up like a bomb. Step back. Used to be a couple $100. Should've copped that. Blew up on the scene from the mind of a brainiac. Back in 2009, where the miners at? Silk Road, baby. It's gotta be anonymous. Satoshi blew up. Now we on the map.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Reckless Ray Dinero. 90% back. Shout outs. We're back on schedule, back on time, back to the regularly scheduled programming. We up in this. Now, first and foremost, shout out to the bag chasers. You guys will be getting this first. It is, let me look at the board because I don't know what day it is. Sunday the 17th. Awesome. Okay. The rest of you will be getting this on Hump Day, Wednesday the 20th. Now, if you would like to get this information first and foremost on Sunday, Sunday, as it's recorded, or right after it's recorded, I guess, you can join the Bag Chasers. What are the Bag Chasers? That is a Patreon group that I am a part of. It is not my Patreon group. It is Anton of Anton Daniels' Patreon group. And we will be rocking and banging it out and promoting that Patreon group because even after we hit the pinnacle mark and things shift up a little bit over here, I'm still going to be a part of that group. I actually find a lot of value in it. I like the contacts that I've made. I like, might not agree with everything that he says, but I do see a lot of value in the network that he has created, and it is definitely a model to be followed. So I will be in that group. Couple of things that we're looking at as we're making the march towards 500 subscribers, which is apparently where we can start getting monetized. I got a lot of really good feedback over doing this live last Friday. So this update isn't going to be too much different. It's going to be a short one because basically it's going to be news articles. We'll be able to breeze through the other stuff pretty quickly considering you just talked to me Friday live. But I got a lot of feedback from Friday's live that you guys really like that show live also. Probably because you get to ask questions live, we get to have conversations live, and it's just fun. You get to something to listen to. There's a little entertainment there, a little less going back and forth. You get to have your questions answered. I enjoy answering your questions. I enjoy talking about crypto. I enjoy talking about finance. So, it's a good time for all parties involved. So I think what we're going to do after we hit 500, once we get monetized, we will start recording those live. And the way that I'm going to do this is I will have I believe you get memberships at that 500 tier. I believe they let you have that. So we're going to do a membership only live stream for members of the platform. You guys can gift memberships, obviously, but it's going to be only for members, and we're going to record that live. I'll be able to answer questions. You guys will be able to tap in with me live. We'll do an additional live show, and that's actually probably going to extend those shows a little bit because those questions, they did add a little bit of time. It was pretty interesting, but I will allot time to do that. I actually kind of like the longer episodes, and it seemed like everybody had a really good time that came and hung out. We had some people just pass through, but people were in there actually, getting some value out of it. So I could see that being a thing, and we'll move into that space after we get to the point of monetization. It'll be an interesting value add. I like that concept. It seems fair that the members will get it first because they'll be there, and then the bag chasers, and then the general public, the voyeurs, if you would, the ghost watchers. Fine with that. For those of you who are catching this on Wednesday, that are the genuine population, the ghost watchers, I hope you're having a good week. And if you're not having a good week, we're only 50% through the week. It is Wednesday. And you can make the pivots necessary to make it a good week. That's very important that you have good weeks. You got to stack the wins, people. So, first and foremost, I haven't even shared the screen yet. Let's share the screen. Not too much has changed, but the top 5 gainers and losers always changes. It's pretty interesting. So, this is obviously being recorded Sunday, September 17th. And these are the top 5 gainers. Hope everybody's on this list. Hope you guys are a little bit involved in this list. Hope you guys are a part of this list, because it's always good to get those wins. Now, at rank 907, we have MEV Free, MEV FREE, and they've had a 41.9% gain in the last 24 hours. Next up behind, let me make sure I got this right for y'all. I don't have it right for y'all. Let me put my head down here, and then we're going to blow this up a little bit. Go, boop. There we go. Next, we have at rank number 542, taking up the number 2 position on the top 5 gainers, is Banana Gun, BANANA. And they've had a gain of 38.9% in the last 38.8% in the last 24 hours. This is actively changing. You can see that there's trading going on. That's what I love about this list. Numbers are changing as we're talking about it. Number 3 at rank 603 is Solve, SOLVE, and they've had a gain of 34.4% in the last 24 hours. Number 3. That was number 3. Number 4 at rank 734, coincidentally, is Math, MATH. They've had a gain of 22.3% in the last 24 hours. And last but not least, let me scroll this on up over my head here so that you guys can see it nice and clear. Oh, we can actually go down that much. Let's see here. Yeah, that's over my head. There we go. Okay. Last but not least, we have Store X, SRX, and they have had a gain of 24.6% in the last 24 hours. Now we go over to the sad time list. I hope that you guys are not on this list. That would not be fun, not be a good place to be. Let's jump into it. First, on the top 5 losers, we have Hi-Fi Finance, HIFI, at rank 233. They have had a loss of 65.2% in the last 24 hours. At number 2, at rank 303, we have Teller Tributes. Oh, that's super sad for you guys. TRB, and they have had a loss of 34.7% in the last 24 hours. At number 3, we have at rank 416, Multichain, MULTI, and they have had a loss of 26.4% in the last 24 hours. Number 4, we have at rank 330, Storm X, STMX. They have had a loss of 20% or 20.9% in the last 24 hours. And last but not least, at rank 402, at number 5, we have Growest L Coin, GRS, and they have had a loss of 15.6% in the last 24 hours. Jumping over to the portfolio. Obviously, you guys saw this on Friday. Normally, my portfolios do not have a bunch of rancid moves over the weekend. We did not see a dip deep enough for me to hit that snipe price. So we are still well above 25,000. We are sitting at, for Bitcoin, we are sitting at $26,515.76. So we did not buy. We have it sitting in savings. We are waiting. We've got cash, bullets loaded in the gun, ready to take shots as we see opportunities. But for the rest of this month, we are looking for that sub 25 mark. We're looking in the 25s. 25,500 when I'm going to start blasting. We'll put it that way. If it doesn't hit 25.5, then we will roll this over. Whatever we're sitting at the beginning of next month, we'll just have a larger buy. I'm fine with it. Fine with it. And we'll see how much of that we're going to hold in Bitcoin. Obviously, the house savings, which was $20, we went ahead and got that dollar cost average in. Because that one we're running no matter what. But like as far as the portfolio goes, we sniping. So let's get to it. Let's jump into this top 10. Now, this one I'm going to bring out a little bit so that way we can see. So I can see. This has nothing to do with you guys. It has everything to do with me. Actually, I'm going to make a full screen so that you guys can see without my big head in the way. I'm not that narcissistic. At least not yet. You know, I got to see my head in every shot. At number 1, obviously, same as Friday. Ethereum, ETH. This will be number 1 for this year. It's going to be the number 1 holding for sure in next year's portfolio, as well as we are trying to get to that covetous 32 ETH. 32 Ethereum is for the retirement portfolio. That'll be that second position that I have in there. I got 2 positions that I want. This one will be more active than the Bitcoin one, but the goal was to have 1 Bitcoin over 1 Bitcoin and 32 Ethereum or more. And so once we get that 32, I mean, depending on how we're feeling, we could spin up a validator node. We could just go ahead and liquid stake all 32 of them and force somebody else to spin up an additional validator node. We'll see. We shall see. But we were going to start that process. As we spin this down, we're going to take a chunk of whatever those gains are from the year, and we are going to roll that over into a liquid stake position that we're not going to touch, and it's just going to be tied into the retirement savings. That's what we're doing. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're thinking about. That's going to be the play. Number 2, we have Synthetics Network, SNX. Number 3, USDC, USD coin. Number 4, we've got Staked Yearn Curve Vault, the curve position. Took a hit on that. Never going to stop talking about it until hopefully during the bull run when we work our way out of that hole. Not the worst hit, but definitely a hit. We definitely took a nosebleed on that one. Number 5, we have NASDAQ and SDX. Number 6, the original orange pill, BTC. Number 7, wrapped Bitcoin, WBTC. Number 8, Arbitrum, ARB. Number 9, Cosmos Hub, ATOM. And number 10, rounding out the top 10 of this year's portfolio, is Thor Wallet DEX, TGT. And, you know, that's the same as last week's too. We'll see if there's any variance in those positions, if we get anything popping off. You know, it's a mix of green and red. Obviously, if you look up here at the top, we're in the 24 percentile range, which is 6% lower than what I'd prefer it to be, which is fine. It's whatever. Shakeout September, man. Got a lot of stuff going on, which the reason for going ahead and going through with this episode, aside from I have deliverables, we actually have some good crypto news. The first story is going to be from CNBC. We're going to do the bad news first, and then the good. Actually, it's not even the bad news. The bad news is actually good news if you're in snipe mode like I am. So this is great news. FTX gets court approval to sell billions in crypto assets. We're about to have some fire sales in the market. Now, the question is if they try to do this over the counter and these just get absorbed up, or if these end up out on the market as well. I mean, honestly, I think some of the over-the-counter sales will end up over the market. Even if they try to not tank the market, understand that the tinfoil hat theory on this is this was a plant by the government to destabilize the crypto market. Now, dumping billions of dollars of coins into the crypto market will 100% have some destabilizing effects for people who don't know any better or are not abreast of this news or its effects. They don't understand that billions of dollars rolling into a market is going to affect the market. affect the market, meaning driving the prices down. Now, with this news, I am very much steadfastly going to be, I mean, I might even not bite at 25.5. Like, I might wait until we're sub 25,000 in Bitcoin to see how many Bitcoin they had. We don't know how many Bitcoin they had, but they're dumping everything. They gotta fire sell it. They're underwater. This is a great opportunity. This means that whenever these sales start looking at the market, you start seeing some random dips. And this was from the 14th. So if they got the approval to do this, if they're moving at pace, those sales might have already started. They might start hitting the market. You know, they're working on America's timescale with their financial markets. So this isn't going to be they're dumping 24 hours a day. But the dump is coming. So something to keep in mind. Also remember that the United States government is still selling the held crypto that they got from Mt. Gox. So, and the Silk Road. So all those confiscated Bitcoin are still being dumped onto the market as well, which is why when I say everything's undervalued, that's why everything's undervalued, because you've got constant sell pressure from very deep wells of coins. And like, we've only got 10% of the coins actively being traded, but like if you're constantly having them dumped, like think about that. The government's dumping coins into the market also, and we still only have 10% circulating supply. So basically the only reason, I mean, I would almost dare to say that the United States government is suppressing the price of Bitcoin right now because they're constantly selling off as well. But now FTX is going to be helping them, which is cool. It might drive the price down a little bit, might get some better buys. We'll see what markets are actually affected. Now, if they're holding a bunch of altcoins, this could bypass Bitcoin and the altcoin market could take a dump. We'll see. The last piece of news that I got for you guys before we close this out is Deutsche Bank is going to offer 1.3 or Deutsche Bank, which is a 1.3, which has $1.3 trillion in assets held, is going to offer Bitcoin and crypto custody for institutions. Again, this is big news. This is big news on the opposite side, though. This is big news on the buying custody side, because if they're going to hold it, that means they have to purchase it, which means they have to have it, the physical asset. It's going to be crazy. Like if we get 1% of Deutsche Bank's holding amount in Bitcoin, if they go 1%, add a little spice to the life of their portfolios, that's a flood of money into the market. Also good for those of us who are already in the market. This could be really awesome. And they're giving them, I don't know, let's see here. It doesn't say specifically which other cryptocurrencies, but I'm 100% sure that Ethereum is going to be on that list. XRP is probably going to be on that list. Allegedly, most likely, would be stupid for it not to be at this point, because their XRP, I'm pretty sure, is doing business in that country already. So, but they're going to have Bitcoin and crypto custody. So they're probably going to have a small bucket of coins that they're going to use. And yeah, this is going to be awesome for the market. In the opposite sense, like this is money rushing in. The other one is money rush. Well, actually, it's not money rushing out. It's money being dumped onto the market that's going to cause people who are not educated in this market to rush out. But, you know, you gotta have, I mean, where there's chaos, there's opportunity. So I gave you the chaos, and then I just gave you some straight opportunity right there, because that's going to be interesting. And, you know, if they're doing these two things at the same time, they could cancel each other out, because Deutsche Bank might just buy up all the crypto that FTX is dumping. And then it zeroes itself out. It's like one positive, one negative. We remain stable on the upward trend like we have been. I mean, either way, we're either going up with massive volatility, which is most likely what's going to happen, or we're going to go up steadily with less volatility. But I think we're gonna go massive volatility. Like, I'm buckled up. I'm in my doom buggy. I'm ready to go. So with that said, I'm going to tap out. The other thing that we're doing, obviously, share the video with your friends. You know, we're trying to share some alpha over here, trying to get some people to understand crypto that don't understand it. You know, before you just go off talking trash, maybe have an opportunity to educate yourself. And I think that this is a good space to do that. Make sure to like, make sure you're subscribed, make sure that your bell notification is on, because I don't dump stuff on people like some of these other content creators. I'm not constantly uploading stuff. Like, you'll get like one video a day from me, which will be normally a clip down version of Guns and Butter, which also Thursday nights, Guns and Butter live forum. We talk about everything over there. So if you guys want to come over and talk about crypto, tap in with us Thursday night. It starts at, I'd say, between 6 and 7. Okay, let's just say 6 and 8, because if I have to work late, let's be honest, I push that time back. Normally between 6 and 8 p.m. 6 and 8 p.m. Central Standard Time is when we start. Normally it's around 7:30, and then we're starting to do a little. I'm doing an earlier cutoff because the episodes run too long, and it makes it harder to keep it on any of the topics. So we're gonna start shutting that down about 10:30, 11. That's what we're aiming for from now. We're gonna have shorter episodes, but I normally clip those down into like 1 hour or less segments. Just a easier consumption that's based on like whatever topics were covered within that hour span window. And, you know, you'll get those. Here pretty soon, you're going to have shorts and reels of my crypto portfolio episodes and my future financial strategies episodes. We're going to be doing those. Hopefully some of those should be going highly, highly viral. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to strum up some stuff that way. So you'll be seeing shorts from me, but you want to have those notifications on so that you get these as soon as they drop, because time is money, and the earlier you get it, the better. Also, we're on that drive to 500, so we need subs. We're over halfway there, though, and I do think it's attainable. I've seen much worse channels than mine that have gotten to 500 subs. We just need to make a concerted effort, and you know, it's going to be partially on me to storm that algorithm from all angles and all aspects. And I will be making sure to bring everybody into the wolf pack, because we're winners over here, and that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to win together. With that said, it's your boy Reckless Ray Dinero, and until next week, this has been Crypto Portfolio Updates. Thank you for tapping in, thank you for watching, thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, and thank you for subscribing in advance. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Cryptocurrency, cryptocurrency. She love cryptocurrency. Me have a hot sexy girl. Whoa. Yeah. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She wanna go down and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no wanna cash, she wanna crypto. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She wanna come up and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no wanna cash, she wanna crypto. Decentralized like a blockchain. Anyway you see me, girl, you know it now go stop wait. Pull up in the Beamer, all the Benz, the Bentley. Cryptocurrency, that's what we spending. We not in a lending. No for them a stake, yo. We not in a renting. Bad mind fussy them. Once see we ending. Smiling out with face, but call that pretending. Now left me 9 milli. Girl, so we trending. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She wanna go down and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no wanna cash, she wanna crypto. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She wanna come up and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no wanna cash, she wanna crypto. She love cryptocurrency, cryptocurrency. She love cryptocurrency. Made a mass wallet. Cryptocurrency. Coinbase wallet. Stack it up. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She wanna go down and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no wanna cash, she wanna crypto. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She wanna come up and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no wanna cash, she wanna crypto. She love how me DeFi. And some me make she feel high.